All right, everybody, it is your boy Gifted Gamer 204 back at it again. And yes, you guessed right. Today we got another banger for y'all, man. So if you're new to the channel, please don't hesitate to hit that subscribe button, hit that like button, share the video as we move right along into this one. So today, as you can see, it is Indiana Jones and the Great Circle, hands-on preview, and it is swinging in style. So check this out, right? This is over at WCCF Tech. This is a long preview, so I'm not gonna read it all. Might just read like the first two because I got some breaking news. Let's go. I was given the opportunity to travel to London to play Indiana Jones and the Great Circle in person, and I had an absolute blast. I went in with zero expectations as I wasn't sure what kind of game this was shaping up to be. However, when I went, I loved every second of it, and I will definitely be playing it when it is fully released. Axel Torvenius, the creative director at Machine Games, introduced the game. He took the time to explain what we would be playing through and made some great jokes along the way. Before long, we were getting stuck into the game, and I was fully immersed and wanting more. We were able to start at the very beginning, being allowed a certain amount of time to experience the beginning areas of the game, which included Indiana Jones's workplace and the travel to Italy. It helped set the scene massively before we were tasked with questing through Giza in Egypt. The graphics were fantastic and highly detailed and helped add to the immersion of searching for artifacts as well as solving puzzles. That's a quick image right there. Let me see. Might just end it with this one. However, solving puzzles wasn't my favorite part of the game. Instead, it was the combat. The fact I enjoyed the combat so much surprised me, but it also was quite comedic. While it's commonplace for Indiana Jones to beating up Nazis, the last thing you expect is to be beating them up with a frying pan or a shovel. Along with it came comedic sound effects, and it made the experience 10 times more fun. The combat never got old. While you do have access to a revolver, I didn't even use it. I relied on my fists and any other objects I could pick up and swing at. Admittedly, it did take me a little while to get to grips with the combat, but it was a well-polished system that you could choose to engage with or avoid altogether by going the stealth route. However, I am terrible at the stealth in any game, and I always prefer the method going in guns blazing. I'm gonna stop it right there. As you know, I'm gonna leave the article in the description in case y'all want to read this full article here. But couple things. There's a skill book that you find, so you're gonna be able to learn new skills and buff like your health and your damage. So there will be like different skills, I'm guessing, that you learn along the way. So that's good. Excuse me. And the game featured a lot of witty remarks. That's good. Funny cutscenes. So they're trying, they're staying true to the character as they should. So yeah, it really feels like a real like Indiana Jones type of game, So my only thing that I've seen when I've seen like the gameplay, that they put out. My only thing is that it feels to me, I don't know why, and this is no shade or nothing. I'm not over here with no shade. I'm just giving my honest opinion. It just feels to me like like a VR game. I don't know if any of y'all feel like that. Like, look at the gameplay on YouTube. It just feels like a VR when he has the fist up. Like, it feels like, you know, you holding the VR thing and you're like swinging, and with the whip, it's like you could picture. I could picture myself like doing that with a VR set. That's the only thing, you know, as far as the gameplay. So obviously, I'm gonna have to wait and see until when the game comes out and things like that. If I decide to pick it up, you know, and see how the game really plays. But that is not the breaking news. The breaking news is right here. Oh, yes. This is over at Pure Xbox. I'm sorry. This is over at Pure Xbox. And Indiana Jones and the Great Circle will run at 60 frames per second on both Xbox Series X and S. One final round of Indiana Jones and the Great Circle previews have landed today, including ours, where we came away very impressed by what we played earlier this month. Alongside these previews, a few outlets have also posted some interviews with the dev team, and one from Windows Central, confirms some welcome tech specs for Xbox Series X and S. Machine Game says that while it's still figuring out the finer details, the ambition is that the game runs at 60 frames per second on Xbox Series X and S. The team is being conservative in saying that it should run smoothly at 60 frames per second on Xbox consoles, but we'd expect this to be fully locked in and confirmed before the game's December launch. So it's not fully confirmed. They're pushing towards making this possible, but it's not fully confirmed yet. They're gonna be bringing us more information as the time gets closer to release. It might be that we will release even more details in terms of specifics, technical details, as we get closer to launch, once we see all the telemetry on performance. But what I can tell you is that the ambition is that the game runs at 60 frames per second on Series X and S, and that, you know, it shouldn't be compromised in the visuals or experience of the product. It should feel cohesive, running smoothly at 60 on both. Just like the studio's Wolfenstein games. You hear Siri? I mean, Siri gotta be kidding me. Anyway, where was I before I was rudely interrupted? The Great Circle uses Bethesda's ID Tech Engine, a tool set that's very scalable and often delivers high frame rate results on console. In this case, then, it's not surprising to see a 60 frames per second target, and we hope that the team has the polished time needed to make this a reality on both Xbox consoles. So I'm gonna stop it right there. This sounds like amazing news. This sounds amazing, especially if you are a Series S owner. This is music to your ears, because this is what you've been waiting for this whole time. They were they were saying that you will be able to experience next gen, you know, at a lower cost if you had the Series S. That's what this whole generation was about, and that's why that's their main console. So they were telling those people that they will be experiencing next gen. And now, finally, Machine Games comes and is trying to make that happen. Now, you see right here, the Machine Games is using Bethesda's ID Tech Engine, a tool set. Listen to this, right? A tool set that's very scalable and often delivers high frame rate results on console. Now, when you think Why couldn't we get this for Starfield? I'm not understanding. They're using your engine, and you're coming out here telling us that you're bringing out the game of the generation that you will be playing for the next 10 years or so, because it's gonna be that good. And you couldn't bring us the game at 60 frames per second. Why? I mean, you gotta ask yourself. Now, reading this, I hope, and I truly hope, and I mean every word, I hope this game is a huge success. I really do. Because this shows me that this team over in Machine Games are really putting their 100% effort into the game. And this is what I'm talking about. This is what we need from the developers. This is what we need. So I hope that they could actually pull this off and bring those 60 frames, especially to the Series S. Oh man. I'm now, after reading this, I'm pulling for them. I'm pulling for them to succeed, and I hope they deliver. I really do, because this sounds amazing, and this is what I like. This is what I like to hear. This is what I like to hear. Not but the Bethesda team coming out here talking about Starfield, and next thing you know, it's coming at 30 frames per second. That's being lazy. You're being lazy. You know why? Because they know they have loyal fans that is gonna like everything that they do. And they're like, yeah, let them have Starfield. Yeah, 30 frames. They're used to it. They're used to those 30 frames. They're not gonna complain without thinking that you're trying to bring in a set of new players. A lot of players that never even played any of your games. Bethesda. So Starfield was supposed to be that new beginning, that new, you bringing in a set of whole new gamers into your world. So that's where you failed to think. All you were thinking about was your loyal fans that already buy your games. I mean, play them on Game Pass. That's all you was thinking about. So now Machine Game comes is using your engine, and they trying to bring it with 60 frames per second. And I really hope that they do. Man, that will be something. That will be something. The video I will make for that. Oh man. So, anyways, man, those are just my thoughts. Let me know what y'all think, man. This sounds amazing. This sounds great. And like I said, Machine Games, please pull this off. I'm rooting for you. After reading this, I'm rooting for you. Make it happen. You know, at the end, if you can't, then it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? But at least you tried your best, and that's all we can ask for. That's all we can ask for. So, with that being said, it is your boy here, the gifted one. Y'all make sure to subscribe to the channel as we keep moving, and I'll catch y'all on the next one. I'm gone.